Hell yeah, and welcome to episode 68 of the Temple Bar podcast. Happy Podiversary, Philip.
Podiversary.
It's our Paddy's Day 2026.
So that means we're into our third year of this podcast.
I believe it, that's what it means, yeah.
Because when you said it to me today, I was like, so that's like, and you were like, no, 3.
We've done 2 Paddy's Day episodes so far.
Yeah, so
I think our first one we recorded around Paddy's Day, but I don't think we released it for a month or something after.
No, because we recorded.
Because when we first started, we said Philip's going to do the editing of the podcast and all that stuff. So if we had gone down that road, we'd be on episode 3 now, maybe.
Fair. But then you see, we always talk about that infamous episode. We still have it.
Yeah.
So the very first episode we ever did, we went balls to the wall.
Yeah.
We talked about me getting stabbed.
We did.
We talked about everything. Well, I don't think we've ever even talked about me getting stabbed since. But we talked about on the first episode. We talked about that. We went deep into.
Who wants to hear about Philip getting stabbed in the comments?
I know. I don't think. I don't think that's fair.
I mean, which time? We picked the least traumatic one.
We've gone through all the channels with that. I don't. But so no. But we went like I remember that first episode. We went like.
We did.
Heavy.
We did. We talked about a lot of stuff unfiltered. But you were kind of more, in general, you're more kind of worried about these things. I think maybe.
Oh no, back then, now I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think now if we did that episode, we'd just leave it.
But no, do you know what it was that we didn't know what we were doing in the beginning, and we didn't know what we could say and what we couldn't say. Now, to be fair, we still say some things that we cut out because we know that, like, you know, you just.
Yeah.
You just can't say
fuck.
You just can't say fuck Israel. You're not allowed.
We didn't say. We were only saying like metaphorically.
Hypothetically,
whoa.
You're just
don't send your Gollum after us.
You can't say that. Like so we wouldn't say that. You know?
No. Well, world events are continuing to be
and they're always
crazy.
changing.
They're always changing.
They're always changing.
Stuff. Yeah.
We're sending a lot of love to our friends, obviously in Qatar and Dubai and the Middle East and everywhere that they're dropping bombs at the minute.
Yeah, it's sad to see, and it's but it's so farcical. I mean, what happened was, if you look at it, like what got Donald Trump elected was everybody saw how hypocritical and crazy the left had become, and then as soon as he gets elected, now the right's becoming hypocritical and crazy, and it's just showing you. The world's just going to keep showing us that, like,
that the dualities are collapsing.
Yes, exactly. They are collapsing, but it's just going to keep swinging from side to side. There'll be nothing to grab onto, and the more it's just going to get weirder and weirder until we kind of understand that this isn't actually a tangible. There's no one answer for everything. We all think that some objective truth is the way to fix everything or whatever. We'll have to realize that there is no objective truth, and also I look at it gives you opportunity to look at all these things with love or fear. So I look at Donald Trump and his like war council, and your man like, we are not Donald Trump's going to be like, it's so. I almost look at it and I laugh, like I kind of picture them as like a little 2-year-old child, like I know what to do.
Like South Park characters.
Yeah, you know, I mean, sit like that, and that's. Everyone can deal with it whatever way they want to, like. But I look at it that way, and I send them love and realize that they're only doing what they think is right, and they just don't. They've only got their own interests and the interests of the people in their own sphere at heart, and that's not because they're doing that to be evil. They're doing that because they think that's right. Fair. Now we all can disagree, and we can not accept the way they're creating the world, and I think that's what's going to happen in the long run. People are just going to get sick of this. Like, elect me, I won't start any wars. Day 1, war. Yeah. I'm not going to be doing regime change wars. That's what the left did. Regime change war, number 1. And it all comes down to, Israel seems to have a lot of dirt on these.
But you know what it is? Did you see that Marine last week getting his arm broken at the door because he didn't want to fight? He didn't want to fight for Israel. But it's Dan Bilzerian then came out. Is he not Jewish?
I don't know.
Bilzerian seems like a fairly Jewish name, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds a bit Jewish.
Dan Bilzerian. He came out and he said he wants to go fight Israelis, and I'm like, are you not Jewish? Remember Dan Bilzerian? Remember that shooting?
He might be just saying that to get back in. I mean, he was big for about 10 minutes, wasn't he? And then he kind of went off.
Do you not remember what he did? So there was that big shooting in Las Vegas at the music festival. Stephen Paddock. And Stephen Paddock, what he did was he was staying in the Mandalay Bay, and every day he was bringing machine guns from the car park up through the service entrance up to his room. So he had a room full of like
America. Fuck yeah.
Where else are you going to get like 32 machine guns into your room? And then he just unloaded on a country music festival and just shot everybody across the street. But Dan Bilzerian was at this country music festival. So there's people getting blown to bits all around him. And he ran to a cop. Like it was on his body cam. And Dan Bilzerian runs up to him. He's like, quick, give me your gun.
That's so funny. Don't tell me the dualities aren't collapsing after
Dan
that.
Bilzerian's 2 kilometers from this man with 32 machine guns, and he's saying, "Give me a handgun. I'm gonna."
He's seen Die Hard 1, 2,
Honest
and 3.
to God, that was his moment. He was like, "Give me your gun."
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I'd be like, you get behind that car and shut the fuck up.
Hey, Beardy, fuck off. Yeah.
Now, that's main character syndrome.
That's main character syndrome, big style. But yeah, it's funny, and the thing that used to be, everyone on the left knew that Israel kind of controlled America's actions in the region because it's their interest. It's more of a government that suits the Western kind of style, and that's maybe you could say that's what America's interest in, and then Israel's interest is to grow their own nation, and that seems. I
didn't realize Iran were as bold as they were. I didn't realize they'd just go and bomb everybody.
Yeah, but I think they know that you can't fight America or Israel one-on-one. You have to. What's the war about? It's about controlling the natural resources. So what Iran is doing is destroying infrastructure and oil stuff and all. That's guerrilla warfare. That's what any country with any cleverness would do. Now, I'm not saying it's right. It doesn't mean it's right, but it's.
And then they're saying
you're not going to fight. Like,
they're saying America are doing this then to slow down China's oil reserves.
It's all proxy wars and us trying to show this person that and this person. It's all just.
And that's why this whole episode will be cut. All that. That's all gone. Everything you just heard, all gone.
R.I.P. Jim and Phil.
All gone. That's gone.
So yeah, it's just there's always interests and there's different parties involved and all these different things. But but now you see the right now, people on the right, like when the left kind of wokeism came to an end, or came to.
I hate all this right and left shite. Do you know that?
Yeah, and so do I. But it's interesting because it shows you that there's no difference. So what happens is it gets to. There's like when one side is heavily in power, that starts falling apart, and another side is cohesive together. And now that the right's more in power, you see there's loads of people in the right now who are falling out with Trump, falling out with Israel, falling out with Tucker Carlson, all these. There's like they're kind of starting to eat themselves, and that's what happens when any extreme of a duality starts coming into power. It has to fall apart like a wave. When a wave gets too big, it has to fall down, and it's just going to show us again and again. And I think it's going to start moving faster. Like we had about 20 or 30 years of left politics, and now. So that I don't think there'll be 20 or 30 years.
We're only 8 years away from a cartoon president.
Yeah, it could be an AI president. I don't know what it's going to be. It could be anything. Like it could. The whole thing could just go.
Bluey.
Yeah, it could be
Bluey. Bluey's on the way up. Bluey is on the way up. So like, right, I'm actually just going to throw this in really quick. So I'm involved with. So it's a phenomenal project. My aunt is she's written a children's book. Right. It's called Honeysuckle Hotel. It's about a bug hotel.
Right.
But they're doing something with it at the moment. I can't say too much at the minute, but it's really cool what she's doing with it at the minute. And she's asked me to kind of help out a little bit on it, and it's very interesting. But in kind of what's the word I'm looking for? In, doing a bit of due diligence and a bit of research in that whole sphere of things. Like Bluey kept coming up in children's books and stuff. And he's massive. Mm. Bluey's huge.
Yeah.
Anyone
with a toddler knows that.
I didn't know who Bluey was.
That's like saying Donald Trump's in the news a lot. In toddler news, Bluey's the clickbait.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Well, I mean, my little fella's not mad into Bluey. He watches it. He's more of a Peppa Pig stan,
right?
As they say. But Bluey is huge, and Bluey's one of those things where it has like little things for adults in it as well.
Right?
One of those kind of cartoons.
Because Miss Rachel was big.
Oh, Miss Rachel's my favourite. There's a song, Miss Rachel, called "Big Feelings Are Okay," and every time I hear it, I cry.
No way.
It's like big feelings are okay. It's okay to have big feelings. Big feelings are okay. I'm here to stay for your big feelings.
That's-
What run away from your big feelings. And I'm sitting there going,
there's a lot in that.
It does
that's
something.
A clip.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
clip. That's
it does.
and you can put Miss Rachel in the clip.
Yeah,
there
it
as
does
well.
something to me. Like it's one of those things, you know, when like the like row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. All these fairy tales that have like a root in something true.
Yeah.
They're the ones that stick with you and they resonate with you. So that's like letting your feelings go and letting them run through you and not attaching them or pushing them away. That's what I get from that. So every time,
Big feelings are okay.
big feelings are okay. And so when the baby's having a meltdown, and he doesn't understand why. He's not even happy or sad. He's just tantrum and he's growing his ego. So I start singing "Big Feelings Are Okay," and he starts going, "No, no!" And then after a while, I just go, "It's okay."
But you see, that changes as you get older. Because if you were to sit and do that to me,
Yeah.
you'd be like, "Big feelings are okay," and I'd have my pint of Guinness going, "Yeah, you're right, Jim. Yeah, that's good."
Drown those big feelings.
Yeah. Big feelings. Is that what it is?
Big feelings aren't okay. They're drowned at the bottom of this pint
Big
glass.
feelings. But yeah, so can I just say, almost 3.5 weeks off the drink.
God bless you.
Big feelings have been coming, have been coming and go. Big feelings are a lot.
That's it. They come and go.
Big feelings are a lot. Yeah, but yeah.
That's class though. And you found it all right enough. Like?
So when
It's hard doing gigs. Like
no gigs I'm not finding too bad, right? So like I'm not finding them too bad, but on my days off,
yeah,
because I live close enough to the blue light.
yeah,
Probably fucking the best pub ever created.
yeah.
And you know,
Coming in springtime.
views of Dublin. Last week the weather was gorgeous. I'm like, I could be up there now looking across Dublin with a lovely pint of Guinness.
But you will be again. You just have to. I'm going to say hold out, but you know, it's to set your mind to fast for a certain point and then get into it, and then you can do. I'm not going to make it the whole of Lent. I only talk because I'm going to Prague now
For the
Ireland game.
For Troy Parrott 2.0.
For Troy Parrott. Someone sent me a video today of Troy Parrott talking and all the highlights and all. It was the goosebumps. Paul Gallen, he's a fellow who's come with us over there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But so that'll be
Hopefully
a bit.
we win it.
Hopefully we do, and whether we do or not, it'll be a bit of crack. But
No, it's going to be a bit of crack regardless.
well, none of us have tickets.
You won't need them.
No, you won't need them. There'll be some pub outside the stadium or something. But Prague will be green, white, and gold for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. But I won't. So I'm not going to drink. It'll probably be about 2 months I haven't drank, and then so the 25th will be the first time I've drank in about 2 months. Also, do you know I haven't had any red meat in about a month,
Right.
and I didn't even notice I was doing that for about a couple of weeks, and then I noticed it and I went, maybe I'll just take that off for the rest of Lent. So I've had fish, chicken, and vegetables.
Oh no, you need a
Just for
steak.
as someone who cooks like meals in rotation, and I love making chili because it lasts like 3 or 4 days, or I like making bolognese or meatballs or.
Don't start with the bolognese.
Philip, you can make fish spicy dalmio.
So yeah, Jim likes to make his bolognese from scratch. Not a you need spicy down there.
There's not enough of a metallic taste in it. It has to have that preserved asbestos taste in it for it to be.
So we've Paddy's Day coming up, but before we get to the Irish music, Paddy's Day, we want to thank George Murphy.
Yeah.
Last week, George Murphy,
Some great stories.
what a storyteller, what a career.
Yeah.
What a career, like unbelievable. Like he was massive when he was 16. Went through that, then America, all the stuff there. Then he was a high king. Now he's back, and now they have this new show on the road, which I've seen since he said it. I've seen it. Have you seen it? It's everywhere.
Yeah. A few people have said it to me.
With the rotating 360 stage.
Yeah.
Since he said it last week, he was like, "Oh, we're going to do it like that." Since he said it, it's fucking everywhere. I've seen it.
Yeah, I wonder did they get that out of the Lep Inn because they used to have a bar in the Lep Inn that goes just slowly,
did they? Yeah?
slowly around. Yeah, so I
You
wonder,
like you come back.
which is of course when you have drunk people walking around everywhere, you want to have a rotating.
Oh
fucking
Jesus,
bar.
yeah. Oh, that's exactly what you want.
It makes every drunk person like
you full of fat frogs. Not
it looks like that scene in
On the Walters.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Everywhere I looked, there was dinosaurs. Looking at lizards everywhere, looking at me with their weird eyes. Yeah, so.
But yeah, so George was here last week, and some great clips out of that episode.
The clips did really well,
Jesus,
didn't they?
Yeah, they did 1 million.
Yeah, 1 million clips.
We did 1 million in clips, which is fucking insane.
Great going,
Like
yeah.
so anybody who's here listening to us this week from last week, because Because there was like I think there was like a couple of thousand new followers just from that episode alone.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anybody here, you're all very welcome to the Temple Bard podcast.
Yeah, go and listen to it. We've got, what is it now, 68 podcasts?
68.
Yeah, they're generally...
Last week was 6-7.
6-7. Next week, 69.
69 next week.
So, and you can go and listen to any of them, and they all have a lot of the ones that we do together are kind of on certain topics, and we come and we flow. But anyway, go and check them out, see what you think.
Go check them out. I'd say if you're going to check them out, check out the death episode. The episode on death was
the episode on death and the Celtic Tiger. They're two good ones. That
Celtic
will give
Tiger
you
and Ride On with Andy Lee and with the Irish Bull and Andy Lee, the gay.
But any of them, they're all good.
Stars.
They're all good. There's something for them. But if you wanted to see, I'd say if you wanted to see just what this podcast generally about, I would say the death episode and the Celtic Tiger.
Yeah.
And then any of the guest ones are all great. They're all specific to the guest. But yeah, no, we're happy to have you on board, and we're happy, of course, for the people who've been with us from the start or near the start. And there's people come up to me all the time that say they love the podcast. They think
a lad came up to me in the gym. He was like, I was listening to it. I was like, the fuck are you listening to it in the gym for?
I've been listening to a Beatles John and Paul book in the gym lately.
When I'm in the gym, I want Metallica screaming at me. I want Marilyn Manson telling me I'm filth.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
But you're into the pre-workout and all that, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to be able to, like, if I go in there, I want to think my heart is on its last legs.
You want to pump that heart. Want to pump those biceps on that heart at the same level.
That could be a clip. Lord have mercy on him.
So yeah, but no, I like to chill out and take my time in the gym. I'll do the sets, but I'm not like. I don't like. I know a lot of people. I don't know. Probably to get good muscle definition, you have to be kind of give it 30 seconds on, 30 seconds on. But I'm just trying to. What's the word? Balance. I'm trying to find balance more than trying to grow any particular frame. But that's just me. Anyone else? Everyone else has their own way of doing it.
Of course. Paddy's Day, Jim.
Paddy's Day. Here we go again.
Where are you?
So far, I've only got one booked in for the night time in Bruxelles.
What time are you in there?
9:30 to 12:30, or is it 9 to 12:30?
That'll be busy.
It'll be busy,
Fuck,
and I'm
that'll
sure
be busy.
I'm sure there'll be one or two come in before that. I'd like to do 3 Paddy's Day. That's what I'd prefer, because it's a good day to get it done. And then when I'm away in Prague, I'll have.
You're there 9 to 12:30.
I think it's 9 to 12:30 or 9:30 to 12:30. I'm not sure, but I'm sure
That's a long one.
I think it's 9:30 to 10, 11. Maybe it's 10 to 12:30. Anyway, I'll have to check. But I'm hoping to get a couple in before that. So if I do 3 in that day, and then I can take the Saturday off when I come back from Prague, because I'll be in Boots.
Yeah, that'll be tight.
Where are you?
I am in the Merchant's Arch on just at the Hippenny Bridge there. I'm doing 2. 7:15 to 9:15 upstairs, and then 9:30 to 11 downstairs. So if anybody wants to find me, Paddy's Day, that's where you'll find me.
The long walk down the stairs.
That's where you'll find me. That's where you'll find me, Paddy's Day. I was going to do 2's enough. I was going to do another one. And I was like, oh no. I was like, it's such a messy day.
Yeah, it's a messy day. It's a messy day, but it's one of them days where I wouldn't usually do 3 in a day, but it's just one of those days where there's good tips.
You make hay when the sun shines.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's the plan. So it'll be one of those days where I'm going to have to get the Lewis in with all my stuff. I prefer to get the car. I prefer to go in the car, park up somewhere. And I was in Bruxelles last night, and one of my usual spots where I park, which is a loading bay, there was 6 cars clamped in it.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, what's going on here? Because there's one sign that says the usual, like 7 to 7. And then there's another sign that's facing back towards the buildings that says no parking at any time. So I would call that a fucking trap.
So if you're in Dublin,
yeah,
where's that? Tell them don't park there.
It's parallel to Grafton Street. I can't remember the name of the street, but it's out. There's a hotel there
at the back of the Westbury.
Yeah, I think so. Where I parked last time you were there when I was in Bruxelles.
So yeah, the back of the Westbury. Yeah. That's
so
nice.
It's a trap.
Just at Balts.
But if you go up that road and then around a bit, kind of opposite Stephen's Green Shopping Centre, there's a few parking spots there that you usually get one. So that's where I went last night, and it was packed last night from start to finish.
Bruxelles.
Yeah.
It's always jammers.
Good crack.
Great pub.
Yeah, great pub.
Fill in it now.
Yeah, fill in it now.
But yeah, so Paddy's Day, where are you? What are you doing? Tell us, let us know in the comments, let us know what's happening. Do you know the small towns are getting fucked on Paddy's Day?
Yeah.
Like I remember growing up in Cavan, and there was always a good parade. Like, so I was always in the parade when I was a child, so I was in the Beavers. like the Scouts, the Beavers, and then like you'd be either marching with them with like your little Beavers uniform, or I'd be with the football
Do you have
team.
all the badges?
I did a few badges. I was shite enough now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shite enough. I used to just like going for the crack, where like people would do like they'd go away on like the camp and stuff at the weekend and learn how to do the knots and learn how to make fires and all that kind of. I'd never do that. Because I played football as well, so I never did that. And then so it was either with the Beavers or did you do? Were you
No,
doing
my
anything
brothers.
like that?
One of my brothers did. One or two of my brothers did, but I never did it. No.
And then so you were marching with them, you were marching with the football team. But back then, like the under 10s or the under 12s, whatever it was. But back then, like every small business had a float.
Yeah.
And every small business put time and effort into it. And they came together and they all wanted to do it. And like small town Ireland as well, like it kind of, it came together for Paddy's Day. Do you know what I mean? Mm. And then as time went on, especially around the crash, 2007, 2008, a lot of people opted out of it. And now I think there's been a couple of years where like Cavan hasn't had a parade.
At all?
At all.
That's mad, because even where I live in Stepaside, that has a little parade. Like, it might... Maybe they toned down the parade.
Or maybe they weren't going to have it. Maybe they had it at the last minute. But I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure there was a year maybe where they didn't. Or maybe I'm wrong. But I know some of the smaller towns haven't had parades.
Yeah. I haven't been to a parade in so long, because we used to go to... There's a good one in Bray, so you go up early and you get like you get an outside seat in Martello or one of those pubs there, and you stay there for a day. We've been to a few Paddy's Days.
That'd be deadly.
It's great crack.
That'd be deadly, because you have to see all there. If you got even half a good day, you'd be laughing.
Yeah, and it's very rare that you don't get rain on Paddy's Day, but when you don't, it's beautiful.
That's savage.
So yeah, that's a good spot to do that. And you get yourself a nice spot in a pub, and you stay there for the day, and you have the crack. And Gee-eyed, absolutely. But this year we're going to be dry,
stone cold sober,
the two of us.
Fuck me.
So if you see us out and about,
don't buy us a pint.
Don't buy us a pint yet. There's fellas in there yesterday, like last night, trying to buy me pints, and I was just like, no.
See, Paddy's Day, I know that's going to be a struggle, but at the end of the month, I have 2 gigs in the Netherlands, the 28th and 29th on a Saturday and a Sunday, and those gigs are solely based around alcohol. So they're all about putting pitchers of drinks on the stage and downing drinks and like American college behavior. Do you know what I mean? And but because frat boy. But because what happened was, in my younger days, I built my image in these places on that. Because I was young, free and single and acting the bollocks, and I'd go over and that's what it was. It was a 3-day party built around a gig.
Yeah.
So the gig was kind of secondary to the crack. Like I'd go in there at like 2 o'clock to do a sound check. I wouldn't be on till like 8 o'clock that evening. I'd be in there at 2 o'clock and they'd have 4 pints put in front of me.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to drink with me before the gig. And these are the organisers.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, let's all drink. And I'd be like, I have to sing in 6 hours time. I'm going to be ball bagged. Like. And they'd be like, no, good fun. We'll drink. And like me upside down and all, getting on the stage and all, and them just like, this is what we love about them.
Yeah. We want you at your loosest.
Some nights I wouldn't even remember the last 5 or 6 songs and all. I'd be like, am I all right? And that was what they loved about it, because everybody came there to see that side of it. And you know, sometimes I look back on some of them videos, like, you know, everybody has a camera phone, and sometimes I look back and I'm like that's nothing short of a cry for help.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if I saw him and I went to that gig sober, I'd be like, no, somebody needs to step in here. Somebody needs to step in here.
He needs a shoulder.
Somebody needs to
he
step
needs an
in
arm
here
around him
and sort this out. But yeah, it was.
But it's that time of year where there's these kind of spring festivals. So like my missus was at Fastnacht, which is, I think I'm not sure if it's the whole of Germany or just the south of Germany, where it's like it's a Lent festival. So there are all these festivals around Lent, and the beginning or end of Lent. Only the Irish have Paddy's Day bang in the middle, and I think that's probably what they're doing in Holland as well. No, it's probably some festival over something to do with Lent or something to do with spring.
No. It's they're doing like a late Paddy's Day thing.
Oh, is it for Paddy's Day?
Yeah. And they're doing it at the end of the month, because they have their own festivals in the middle, and then they always do like a late Paddy's Day celebration thing near the end.
Right.
And then they get over a few Irish singers just to kind of fucking.
But Paddy's Day must be something to do with Lent as well, isn't it? Like, well, I know it's about St. Patrick, but I mean,
I don't know.
I think it was, you know, when the Catholic, the reason the Christian church was so successful, if you want to call it that, was that they took traditions that were already in place, and they molded it into the Christian beliefs. So they didn't say, "Oh, come join us. You have to stop believing all that." And it's like, keep believing that, but now look at it through this viewpoint.
Do Ramadan.
Yeah, do Ramadan,
but do it differently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there was like, and that's in a weird way. That's how empire has changed. You know how like it used to be, Genghis Khan would come up and they'd murder everybody, rape all the women, take over a place, and then it kind of changed. And then over time, then you get Rome and Greece or whatever, and they come in, but they kind of join the cultures, and they don't make you change your culture. And now you have America, who don't invade countries, but they put bases everywhere, and they economically control countries and all. So it's all kind of getting less. I would say more free will is preserved, which is part of the positive polarity,
right?
Of the way the world, our planet is like a positively polarized planet. So the negative impacts on our planet, and the way to control and slavery, stuff like that, that's slowly dying off, I think. So
okay.
the ways we can do that, and this, I look at the stuff going on at the minute as I think they said in the Law 1, there'll be, as the new dawn of consciousness comes, there will be a few more swings of the dragon's tail, which is like the last bits of war, or the last bits of control, or whatever, all these things. So that's, I think that I always.
And then we'll be left with what?
And then we'll be left with more of a, I don't know what we'll be left with then, but it'll be like a more of an understood thing. And it's not, I don't think of it as this is how our world is going to change to this. It's more like after these lives are over, the next lives will be either in a similar third density starting again, or it'll be in a fourth density where it's like a social memory complex where we're all joined. We know each other's thoughts, feelings, emotions, but we're still separate, but in a different way. But that's they're all these are all, even all these things are still illusion. Like in general, we're all just the same consciousness, just playing with itself and keeping itself entertained.
See, when he does this, I don't know either. It's all right.
Yeah, and I don't know. And anyone who tells you they do know, they don't.
When you start talking about consciousness playing with itself, that's when I'm like, right, yeah. Fuck's sake. But yeah, so we have some good guests coming up. We can't say anything at the minute, but yeah, they're coming up in the next 3 weeks in a row, as far as I know.
Yeah,
2 or 3 weeks in a row. We've got some very good guests after this. This is the Paddy's Day episode. We're just here to make sure you all have a good Paddy's Day. And
yeah, we just thought we'd come in and check in. We're doing a short episode today, but it's just, I think we have to mark this time of year because it was our first podcast as a Paddy's Day episode.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah.
So I think this is how we check in for Paddy's Day. And whatever you're doing for Paddy's Day, try and remember what St. Patrick said, that the clover, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, they seem like three different things, but they're really all the same thing. And that's
right.
What's the same with politics.
Didn't know he said that there.
Well, he did.
Look, that Paddy fella.
Yeah, everyone knows that's his famous thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. The clover is like the tree. It's the mind, body, soul, or the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, that seem like three different things, but they are part of the same clover. Right. We're all the same clover, baby. Everybody's hurts. All the time. Everybody's hurts all the time. So whatever you're doing for Paddy's Day this year, we wish you the best. I hope you stay safe, have a lovely time with your families, and just show a bit of Irish spirit. And the Irish spirit, as far as we're concerned, is a welcoming spirit. It's not about like us against the world. It's about us and the world coming together and celebrating some of our own traditions as an Irish people. So that's it for episode 68 of the Temple Bar Podcast, Paddy's Day 2026. Thanks a million for listening. Happy Paddy's Day. Stay belled. Sláinte.